Immigrating to Israel is a big and wonderful step, but I can tell you from firsthand experience that it's not an easy one. Many new immigrants leave behind their family and friends, steady jobs, and a familiar language. But luckily, a new foundation is helping remind newcomers that it's all worth it. LiAmi Lawrence is a founder of the organization Keep Olim, and he's on a mission to help immigrants integrate into Israel. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me. Shalom.
Shalom. So, LiAmi, I've heard that your friends call you the Messiah of Olim. How did you get that great nickname?
Wow, that's a big title to live up to. Basically, it's like this. I made Aliyah 17 months ago. And after 9 months here, I was leaving the country. So I went to Facebook. I started a group to complain loudly. And in 5 days, 3,000 people joined the group. And that was the impetus to start the foundation. When we now have 23,000 people in our Facebook group called Keep Olim in Israel. And then we started a foundation called Keep Olim. And now it's a nonprofit. And now we're raising money to do all the programs and systems that we need to keep Olim in this country.
So what kinds of programs do you guys offer?
First, we have free legal aid. We have Adopt an Aliyah program that we're going to start in probably another month or so, where every new immigrant gets an Israeli similar to them, and they will guide them, be their friend, invite them over for Shabbat, take them around to, make sure everything's cool with contracts. We're doing a big thing is mental health, okay? The Olim come to Israel, and like you said, they don't speak the language. So what happens is, it's hard to find a job. It's hard to go back to school. You have 40, 50-year-old ladies going back to school. So what happens? They break down. And the husband can't find a job, or the wife can't find a job, and the kids are not doing well. So they need counseling. And basically, a lot of people are very open about it. So we decided we are going to provide unique, low-cost quality counseling by people, psychologists and psychiatrists that want to volunteer with us. And we'll do it for half the price, of which not only is half the price, but the Aliyah will only pay half of that. So meaning, if the psychologist is 250 shekels an hour, we at Keep Olim will do it for 120, and then of which the Aliyah, the client, only has to pay half of that. And if they can't afford that, then we'll do a sliding scale. So we're also 1/3 of all suicides in Israel are Olim Chadashim.
Well, so I did not know that number. I did not know that statistic.
Listen, this is my dream, to live here, okay? It was my dream for years. It was a sense of belonging. My name means my nation or my people belong to me, LiAmi. So I belong to this nation. It's a very rocky start for many people. And unfortunately, probably half of the Western immigrants go back within the first 3 years. So we're trying to come up with programs. We have social activities, a lot of social events. We had a Hanukkah party for 350 Olim.
And I want to hear more about that later. I want to hear about what kind of unique events exist here to be able to see. But I also want to ask you about the fact that you are an actor as well. And I understand that you're performing in the biggest English-speaking theater in Israel.
That's
Tell us about
correct.
that.
Thanks. So it's called the Stage Theater. It's the premier English language theater in Israel. And it's a Steve Martin play that we're putting on called Picasso at the Lap in Agel. It's what happens when when Picasso meets Einstein meets Elvis. And I'm playing Elvis. And it's very long process to get into an Elvis character. It's funny because one of my friends, two-time Oscar nominee Carol Connors, she dated Elvis Presley when she was a kid, way, 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 way back. So I heard a lot of stories.
You've heard all these
stories. Yeah, I heard
right?
all these stories before. And the unique thing for your listeners is Elvis used to wear a chai.
Really?
If you see pictures of his shows to the end of his life, he always wore a chai. He believed he was part Jewish. And he actually he donated a lot of money to Jewish causes as well.
That's true. And not a lot of people actually knew that Elvis Presley had that connection to Judaism. And so how are you preparing for this role? Do you sing? What do you do?
I only have to sing 2 lines Wow, that's a lot. No,
Well, but 2 lines by Elvis Presley is not easy.
no, it's not. No, basically, I've watched his tapes and listened to his music for the last couple of months to get into character, and now I probably have to take dancing lessons. And you know, I think the singing I got down. So it's a huge production. It's 500-seat theater, and they have some of the top actors in Israel, and immigrants themselves who are in this play.
And speaking of that, you know, you've created this huge network, obviously, for Olim Chadashim, new immigrants, and you know, you're acting, and there are all these opportunities that exist in Israel for new immigrants. But what, in your opinion, is the best opportunity that a new immigrant can come across when they come to this country?
Basically, recreating yourself, okay? Whatever you did in America or France no longer exists. You come here and you have to recreate yourself. For instance, I came here and it was always my dream to be a comedian. I had a talk show in the States, but I was too shy to go up. I was an actor years ago, but I was too shy to go up on stage. So I did it a year ago this week, and about 6 months ago I started my own show, and now it's the biggest English language stand-up show weekly in Tel Aviv every Wednesday night. So you could recreate your dream and live it. And living your dream is Israel. So I never thought I'd be, quote unquote, the Messiah of Olim. I thought I'd just get a job in PR and be like everybody else. I didn't know that this whole thing, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to recreate yourself. You have to be open to opportunity.
I guess, you know, the bottom line here is it's really an amazing country to live in, and you know, there may be some setbacks when you first come here, but it's worth it at the end. So thank you so much for coming in. And
thank you.